Good morning, everyone. My name is Manos Philippou, and I will start the presentation in a few minutes. I noticed that a few more people have joined us in the room this morning. So hello from Toronto and hello to Athens. I would like to start my presentation. I have prepared a slideshow, so I will go through the slides with you. I would like to talk to you about myself, Project HERMES, and why we are doing this initiative. Thank you so much for participating in Project HERMES. I would like to welcome you to the first day of the 3-day Internet Marketing Seminar. My name is Manos Philippou. I am the founder of Project HERMES, and I would like to start my presentation by introducing myself. I'm Greek, and for the last 13 years, I have lived in Canada. I have over 14 years experience in web development and online marketing, and I have helped businesses around the world by effectively promoting the products and services. In 1999, I was a project manager for mutualfunds.gr, the first financial theme site for the Greek internet. And since then, I have worked for successfully advertising agencies and have developed my own entrepreneurial projects. Over the last 4 months, I have taken part in the Self-Expression and Leadership program with Landmark Education. Landmark is an international personal and professional growth, training and development company, a global educational enterprise committed to the fundamental principle that people have, that is the possibility of success, fulfillment, and greatness. Through the Self-Expression and Leadership program, participants are designing projects around the world that touch, move, and inspire people and make a significant difference in global communities. Even though I live in Canada, my heart has always been in Greece. Understanding the challenges that Greek people are facing at the moment, I decided to create a project about Greece that has the possibility to make a difference and improve people's lives. Project HERMES is my effort to help my country and the people I love so much. I believe that we need to use technology to our advantage and create new opportunities for our young people, the Greek companies, and the Greek economy. There is a whole world out there, and we can reach it through internet and by using the right methods, tools, and channels. Young Greek people do not have to move to other countries and leave everything they love behind in order to find a job. We are not in the 60s anymore. North American companies are outsourcing jobs to talented people from other countries. And my question is, why not Greece? And Greek companies do not have to struggle when they can reach brand new markets to promote their services and products. We need to develop new ways of thinking in order to get out of the crisis, and we need to obtain new skills that will make us competitive in global markets. The design of Project HERMES Education is to give you the initial knowledge and tools you need in order to successfully promote products and services through internet. There is so much to know that it would have been impossible to cover everything that involves internet marketing in a 3-day seminar. We are confident enough, though, to believe that within the next 3 days, you will get all the basic knowledge and tools you need to start and then build on a newfound knowledge. Internet marketing is an industry that evolves continuously, and it is important to always update your knowledge, follow industry trends, and always test what you know. What you learned 1 month ago might not apply anymore, but the basic principles are always there. What I recommend is to keep on educating yourself, visit authoritative websites often to keep up with new developments, and stay in touch with online communities that can support you. Do not afraid to ask if you do not know something, and do not afraid to share the knowledge. you do have with others. Through this education, you will learn about social media, search engine optimization, mobile and email marketing, and other marketing tools and technologies. When this education is completed, you can use this newfound knowledge to help companies that may employ you, promote their products and services online, or you can become an independent consultant if this is what you wish. The intention of this program is to bring you in contact with companies that need your services. At the moment, we have more participants registered in the program than companies, and we are in the process of getting media attention with the intention to change this. We're going to keep you up to date about the next phases of the program that involves employment opportunities by email after we complete the 3-day education. Before I present the agenda for the next 3 days, I would like to thank the people who have made this education a reality. HERMES education wouldn't have happened without the knowledge, support, and time that they so generously offered. The first presenter is David Barreno, and he's going to talk to you about social media. David is a social media strategist at Divorce Marketing Group, helping divorce professionals create and implement robust internet marketing strategies that brings results fast with guaranteed profits. His mission is to help people grow their passion, whether it's their business or their personal life, so they can make better informed decisions to change the world. As a marketing specialist, he focused on integrating marketing efforts and social media best practices that deliver business value in areas of return on investment, measurement, customer loyalty, and online reputation management. Our next presenter is Zahira Khan. Zahira is a social media strategist and founder of LexTech. Her goal is to help businesses increase their sales by 21% in 21 days using a successful blueprint that incorporates online and offline marketing strategies. She focuses on social media marketing to create web assets for clients, a growing area for many businesses as they're just getting started with social media marketing. She is an effective trainer, both technical and motivational, and has excellent technical skills, network, application, and web. She enjoys helping others transform their lives to live more happy and successfully, and can help people to better understand and overcome any hurdles in life. Lenia Evangeliniou. Lenia is the founder of Web Marketing Greece. She studied electrical and computer engineering at the National Technical University of Athens, and after finishing her bachelor degree, she moved to Paris to continue her postgraduate studies. She lived in France for 5 years and worked as a pre-sales engineer in a telecommunication company. While she was highly successful, she decided to refuse a high salary job in Paris and follow her dream to realize her life project. She moved to Greece despite the financial crisis and built her own business on Chios Island. Her philosophy is to create a relationship of trust and integrity with her clients and provide services and knowledge that can help companies and professionals through the benefits of her specialization. Her aim is to use online marketing to increase value proposition and produce the best possible results for her clients. The agenda for the next 3 days is as follows. We are going to start today by doing an introduction to the essential tools for social media, and then David is going to go through with you with social media part 1 and social media part 2. We are going to finish at 5:30 your time, Athens time, with open questions, conclusions, and assignments. So really, the first day is all about social media. The second day, we are going to recap the assignments, and we are going to talk about email marketing and on-page optimization. At the end of the day, you will have the opportunity to give your questions, and we are going to conclude the day, and we are also going to give you assignments. The third day, on Sunday, we are going to do a recap and assignments, and we are going to talk about mobile websites and marketing. You are going to have the opportunity to give us your questions about mobile websites and marketing, and then we're going to move to the next subject, which is video marketing. We are going to continue the program of the day with open questions from you, and then we are going to explore, we're going to talk about the possibilities and what are the next steps after the 3-day program. Once again, I want to thank the trainers and all the people who have contributed generously their time and effort and support this effort. David is going to start the presentation with the essential tech tools for social media. David?
Hello?
Yes, David, we can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Manos, for this presentation. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this seminar. Hopefully, all the information that we have for you guys, it's going to be helpful and comprehensive. I have no need to introduce myself, as kindly Manos introduced me to you guys, so I don't want to repeat, and I just want to take advantage of all the time that we have, okay? So let me just open up my presentation. Give me just 1 second. Okay. It's gonna take another 2 minutes. Let's see. Just here. Okay, it's uploading the presentation. 50%, 70, and 100. Okay, listen on remote. Okay, this is essential tools for the social media. And the first one that I want to talk about is Google. I know, guys, that you probably use Google a lot. That's my favorite place when I don't know something. The first thing I do is just to go to Google and search for it. And actually, in English, it became a verb. So if you don't know something, you just go ahead and Google it. But Google started as a search engine, and it's been evolving and growing really fast, and it's been getting another services besides Google. So my first recommendation is to get an account on Google. The easiest way to get an account on Google will be opening an account on Gmail. Okay. Why Google? Well, Google is been growing so fast and has other services apart from the search engine. It's has the Google Docs, has Chrome, has Gmail, Google Drive, Google Plus, Google Analytics, and these are essential tools that we use in a daily basis in the social media business. So if you're not familiar with Google and all the services that Google offers, this is the right time to do it. So one of the assignments that I need you guys to do for tomorrow will be to open an account on Google, on Gmail, if you don't have one. If you already have one, well, you're going to explore a little bit more all the services that Google can offer to us. Okay? Let's see. How can I switch this? I'm going to share my screen now. Um, okay. Give me 1 second because it's not working for me.
Entry and exit chimes are on. Entry and exit chimes are off.
Okay. So let me just go back here then. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is Chrome. Chrome offers you, give me 1 second, let me ask something to Manos. Manos, is it possible for me to share your screen? Because I having technical difficulties trying to share my screen. Yes? Okay. So can you bring it here? It'll be easier for me. Okay.
At the moment you're not sharing the screen, right? At the moment you're not sharing the screen.
No, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen
Okay.
here.
It seems that we have a technical difficulty with one of the computers, but at the same time we're just moving forward. So David is trying to figure out what is happening. I'm just going to tell you that this is a good example what it happens with technology. Even though we do love it, at the same time things happen. And when you are working on your own projects about social media or search engine optimization or anything else that you do, you have to keep in your mind that things can go wrong and things can happen. So this will be an opportunity for you not to see it as something negative, but to say, okay, I'm just going to deal with a problem and I'm just going to figure out a solution. Based on my experience, there has been no company that I have worked for that they haven't had any problems and they haven't been able to find solutions. So David just told me that everything is fine, so we can move forward. David?
Thank you, Manos. So as you see right now, feedback. As you see right now, we're on Google. And the reason why I ask you to sign in on Google is because you're going to start or using it in a daily basis. Reason why the first one I'm going to talk about is Google Drive. Google Drive is a service that has Google where you can store all your documents. Um, the reason why you want to store all your documents on Google is because it's going to be in the cloud. So instead of having it on your computer, you are going to have it online. And this is a great advantage that you can have. One of the reasons is if your computer crash or if your computer is not working or your computer gets stolen, you are still going to have access to all your information and all your files because those are going to be stored online in the Google Drive. So Google Drive basically is a storage unit that allows you to have for free 5 gigabytes of storage. But it's going to be unlimited if you use Google Docs. And that's the second subject that I want to talk about. Google Docs is something similar to Microsoft Office. So Microsoft Office has a Word, has Excel, has a PowerPoint. Google Drive has the exact same things. So, for example, here, as you see, you can create a document, you can create a presentation, you can create a spreadsheet, and you can even draw on it. And the good thing about it is like every time that you open a document, that document, it's going to be online and it's going to be safe in real time. So as soon as I hit the first key in the document will be saved automatically. As you see, every change that you make is going to be automatically saved in the drive. So if your computer goes off or something happened and the computer crash, you always want to have your all your information secure. And this is really important when it comes to presentations to a client, or even better, the possibility to collaborate with your client in real time. As you see right here, we have a share button, and this button allows you to share the document with other people. So instead of sending the file, then the person has to download the file, change or edit the file, and then uploaded it and then send it back to you, and then you receive it, and then you have to download it to your computer, and then you ended up having multiple copies or different versions of the same document. And that's prompt you to an error because sometimes you choose the wrong file and something changed, and then you ended up working on the wrong file. But with Google Docs, that allows you to work in only one file. So you can invite as many people as you want, and everyone can be working in the same document. So even though if I change something here, the person is going to see it automatically, going to see it in the other end. And this is a great advantage, guys. Before we have huge problems going back and forth with our clients and trying to work in the document at the same time. It was almost impossible. But with these Google Docs, that's what allows us now to work in the same document. Other great feature about it is that it has a revision history. So it's going to create a copy of every single change that you create in the document. So if you made a mistake or someone changed something by mistake, they always can go back to the document and change it to a previous version. It's like having the same document from the very beginning to the very end, and all the versions and every single change in the document. And you are going to be able to retrieve it, or just going back in time and retrieve the actual document that you want to edit or you want to retrieve. So that's why one of the reasons I want you to start using and get familiar with Google and all the services that Google provides. And the good thing about it, guys, is that these kind of services are free. so you don't have to pay for it, and that's a great plus about it. Let's close this one, and then, as you see, Google has other services, and everything starts to get integrated, right? So in one screen, you can have your calendar. In other screen, you can have your mail. In other screen, you can have your Google Plus. And Google Plus is something that we're going to talk later on. Because remember, guys, the day-to-day is everything about social media. I'm going to try to go back to my presentation. Okay, so the second tool that I want to show you guys is called Feedly. Feedly. What is Feedly? Before we had the Google, similar service on Google, but I'm going to show you guys exactly what Feedly is. And this is a tool that I use every single day. What Feedly is, let me just give me 1 second. I'm going to switch. Okay. Okay, so Feedly, what it is site that is going to allow you. Now, give me 1 second. Let's see if I already recovered all the apps that I have. Okay. So this is Feedly, and this is a collection of all the RSS in the internet. So what an RSS is, for example, when you have a website that you are really interested about it. Let's say there's a website that talks about social media. So every time that website make an update or create a new article, you're going to have the option to go to that website and see the new information in it. Okay, so let's see. For example, in my case, I like different things. I like music, I like social media, I like technology, I like to get inspiration. So I can collect all the websites that I like, and I'm going to have it right here in my computer as a magazine. Let's put it this way, like all the information that I care about in the internet, I'm going to be able to see it in one place, right? So let's see. For example, when it comes to social media, I'm going to open this. And you see, I'm following all these websites that talks exclusively about social media. So every single day in the morning, the first thing that I do is I go here, it's like reading a newspaper. And it's going to give me all the links and all the articles, the latest articles in each website, and it's going to present it to me in this interface. So I can check every single one of the websites without having to visit the actual website, because all the content, it's going to be segregated and organized in a way that I can see it. Then when I have something that I like, I just put it here and I can read it, right? So this is a huge advantage in social media, because one of the things that social media is everything is about content. It's about creating content and being informed and being always informed about the latest trends on social media. Social media is one of the things that always change. Every single minute, every single day, there's a change. And if you're not up to date, as Manos was mentioning before, you always have to be up to date, because something that is working today may not work tomorrow. And this is the way that you have to be informed in every single change, because every single change is going to affect the way you are going to work in social media. Just put an example, guys. 4 years ago, Pinterest didn't exist. 5 years ago, Facebook didn't exist. 4 years ago, Twitter didn't exist. So even 1 year and a half ago, Google Plus didn't exist. Now everything is becoming social media. Let me just go back to my presentation. Okay, so Fitly is just a news aggregator application for various web browsers and mobile devices. Good thing about it is, like, I have Fitly in my computer. As you see now, I just logged in my Google account in Manos' computer, and I was able to get all my information right on the computer, and I have it on my iPhone as well. So everywhere I go and every place I go that I have internet, I always gonna have access to the most important information for me. And this can be customized in everywhere you want. So every field, you just search for it. Like if you like technological issues, if you like gaming, photography, fashion, it depends of the industry that you want to focus on. Let's say, for example, in my case, I'm working on divorce. So I have a part exclusively dedicated to divorce. So every single information that comes in the internet about divorce, Fitly is going to show it to me in a way that I'm going to easily can go through it in less than 1 minute. So that's why Fitly is really important, and it's one of the main tools that every social media analyst person is going to be able to get, and is going to be able to maximize their productivity. Because as I'm saying, guys, social media is about, one of the most important things about social media is to create content. Okay? So let's keep moving. The second one that I'm going to show you is Pocket. And you want to ask, what is Pocket? So Pocket is a pocket, right? It's a place when you can put things. It's a basic concept. Pockets have been around for years, right? So everyone should have a pocket always. And it doesn't matter how big or how small the bucket it is, you're always going to put stuff in it. And this is what Pocket is. In Pocket, uh, you are going to collect all the information that you need, all the information that is relevant for you. The way I use it, for example, is every time, let me tell you these guys, I have um, everything synced with Google. So my Google account is attached to the bucket, uh, so I don't have to worry about, let's say, I don't have to worry about passwords. I don't have to worry about logged in names because everything is stored in Google, in Chrome. So that's the beauty of it. And this is something that is going to help you optimize your time, make better use of your time. How many times we struggle trying to remember a password? Then we don't remember the password, then we have to send a notification, then they send us back a notification with a code, then we include the code, then we have to change the password because the password that we have before doesn't work anymore, then we have to remember another password. But that's something that Google is doing for me. It's remembering every single password that I have. So, coming back to Pocket, I have it included in my um, Google. Let me show you how it's working. Uh, yes, I want to go back to the presentation. So, let me see. Okay. So, uh, let me switch now. Okay, so this is my Chrome, and this is something that I opened with Google. As you see, everything is integrated here. I have my Gmail, I have my Fitbit, I have my Pocket. So the way for example, I use Pocket is like this, simple. I'm gonna see, this is what is going on in social media right now, as right now. This is one of the best, the official Google blog, of course, Social Media Examinator. This is an amazing, amazing site where you can get a lot of information, a lot of resources. So this is 2013 Social Media Marketing Industry Report. So I click on it, and then I'm not going to read it right now, but I want to read it sometime. So what I do is just take this article and put it in my pocket. So how do I put it in my pocket? This icon right here, I have to include it in Google Chrome. So I just click there, add to my pocket. Oh, you don't have to do this every time. You're going to do it just one time. Okay, one second.
I think David is trying to find your password, right, David?
Yes, because it didn't came with
Yeah, that is fine because that is another opportunity to talk about another issue. It's about passwords. I would recommend that what we actually do in our company, we have an Excel sheet and we have saved there all our passwords. Of course, there are many different ways to do this, but I will definitely recommend to have one source to save passwords from different social media websites or any passwords that you use on a daily basis or you don't use on a daily basis. I will say that it can easily take 5 to 10 minutes to find a password if you haven't saved it in one specific place. So as you are growing your business, it is a habit, I would say, that you have to do. Because as an example, you might have 10 different clients, and for each client you may have 10 different passwords for the Google account or for the website, and you have to make sure that all this is organized. David is ready, so he's going to move forward. David?
Thank you. So, the way I do it is this. I see this article, I like the article, so I click in the article. I see what the article is about. Want to dominate social media marketing? Yes, I want to do it. So I just click in here and automatically save it in my pocket. I can add a tag in it and say, read later. Save. So that automatically, then next time when I go to my pocket and see what I have in my pocket, I have the article that I just saved in it. So I can read it and we'll have that article. So these kind of tools will allow you to be more efficient and to not forget things that are really important for you. As for example, when you save a link, it's not going to be the same as saving the actual article. So this is another tool that really going to help you to maximize your knowledge and to get content. Because remember, one more time, social media is about, one of the most important things about social media is being able to create content and create not only content, but really good content, content that is relevant and that is actual, that is happening right now. Okay? So let's go back. Next tool that I want to show you, it's called If This Then That. And this is something that it's going to help you with the social media in the sense that it's going to do things for you. It's like having an assistant. It's like having someone helping you out to do things automatically without thinking, without intervening. That's going to do it automatically. So I'm going to show you examples. You can create many recipes. The way this one works is give you the option to if, then one action. Look, if this, then that. So first you select the this, and you see has many channels that you can select, right? In this case, for example, I'm going to select, let me see, I like videos, right? So I select video. So when I like a video in Vimeo, then I create a trigger. So the trigger is what happened after I like a video in Vimeo. So then you create the trigger. So if a new liked video by me in Vimeo, then that. So that, what can it be? Like, let's say, for example, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is another social media. And this, what it's going to do is I'm going to share an update. So I create the action. So every time now that I like a video in Vimeo, then this software is going to automatically take that video and post it in my personal account in LinkedIn. And then I can even create another one using the same video, using the same formula. To create another formula using the same pattern. So let's say, for example, then if I like a video in Vimeo, same formula, new video like it. Then if I like a video in Vimeo, then Facebook, create a status message, then create it. Oh, okay, give me 1 second. This page, go back, create a link post. That's what I want. So as you see, the same action that me liking a video in Vimeo, now it's going to do two things at the same time. So that video is going to be posted in my LinkedIn account and it's going to be posted in my Facebook account. So if I want to do this manually, imagine this. I have to go to Vimeo, then copy the link, then share it in Facebook, and then take the same link and open LinkedIn and share the video in LinkedIn. That's like 3 steps, 3 processes with probably more than 5 clicks each. This one with only 1 click and doing 2 things. And then I'll show you guys the amount of things, the amount of channels that you have. It's up to you how many things you want to create, because it has Blogger, has email, Facebook, Google Drive, Instagram, Pocket, Tumblr, WordPress, YouTube. See? Let's see. For example, let me see one of my recipes. So if a new item tagged inspiration. So let's say, for example, I'm reading something and I really like, I find it that is inspirational. So I save it in my Pocket and I put a tag in when I save it that is called inspiration. So every time that I put a tag in inspiration in an article, this software is going to automatically post it in my LinkedIn account. And that's something I can do only with 1 click. And that's the beauty of it, because at this point we really don't have too much time, so we have to maximize our use, the use of our time. So things like this, that with it become automatic, it's gonna help us to free our time and to do many things at the same time. That's why I really like this one. Let me ask Manus, how are we doing with time? Okay, so let's go back to my presentation. Okay. So IFTTT is like putting the internet to work for you. And remember, so you just have to go there, open an account, authorize this software to get access to all your accounts, and after that, well, you just start to play with it. And this is the learning curve. It's up to you guys. It's whatever you want to do. Is this kind of software, you just have to start using it. Then while you're using it, you start discovering things, and then you become an expert on it. Uh, then see, for example, Amazon order confirmation, then to Evernote. If I tweet something, then go to Evernote. If website that I like and I trust, they have a new post, I don't even have to be present. I don't have to read the post, or I don't have to, like go to the website. I can just only use this software, um, and then you can just program, activate the trigger, and then every time that that website posts an article about social media, then it's going to be automatically posted in my LinkedIn account. Then like this. Um, so these ones are another ones that I want to talk to you about. The first one is Pixlr Express. And let's say at the beginning I was using Photoshop. So uh, the Photoshop is something that I use it a lot, but now I'm using this one. This one I like it because it's online and because it's free and it's really, really easy to use. Okay. So these links that I giving you guys, I'm gonna send it to you. So the idea will be for you to explore these softwares. I'm going to talk briefly about each one of them because we're running out of time.
If I could say something, David, I know that we have only 4 minutes left for this section, but at the same time, if there is anything important that you want to tell to the participants, give any information, you need more time, we can definitely do it. So I can give you an additional 10 minutes if this is something that you need, okay?
Okay, sounds good. So Pixlr, we talk about it. Dropbox is something similar to Pocket, but a little bit more comprehensive as has more space, and you are able to share documents with other people. If you are using Google Drive, you are not going to need this because actually this one is going to do the exact same thing. Third one will be MindMaster, and this one is something that allows you to collaborate with other people doing mind maps. Mind maps are really beneficial when it comes to organization, when it comes to organize a project. That's something I learned in school, and then when I found this online, it was really, really, really amazing because it really helps you to organize your ideas. For me, it was really difficult to put it on paper, but this software really allows me to put it on paper, but in a really good way and a really organized way. Um, the fourth one will be.
Excuse me, David, before we move to the next one, will it be possible to show a visual of the Meister? Because I think that would be important for the people just to get an idea of what it is and how it looks like. I just want to say that this is a great tool, and I will definitely recommend it as well. I actually use this tool to create Project Hermes, and I put all my thoughts and ideas in one place, and it really, really helps you to organize what you want to do and basically put everything in the map and have everything in front of you. And then all you have to do is to take action. I would say that that's one of the best tools that I have been using for the last 2-3 months. So David is going to log in to his account and show you his mind map. And I know that I put him on the spot. I apologize, David, because this was
No,
my
it's
plan.
okay. I already have it here. So as I was saying, everything is incorporated in Chrome. So I have every single piece of information that I need. I always have it on Chrome. This one maybe is going to ask me to introduce my password, but it's because I'm using Mano's computer. Oh, but there you go. So it's this one. So let's take a look of mainstream. Okay, this is it. So as you see, it's a conceptual map where you can get all the information that you need, right? As you see, for example, he divide every single part of the project is going to be a bubble inside this one. And then you can have different branches and you can expand different branches, and it's pretty much unlimited. It's like having whatever you have on your mind put on a piece of paper. So as you see, then you can move it, and then you can create a new. It has different functionalities, so it's really good to use. So I recommend you guys to take a look at this. Again, all these tools that we're showing you today are for free. So it's something that you don't have to pay for it, and there's going to be really beneficial for you. So I encourage you guys to start looking at this. Today, at the end of the sessions, I'm going to send you an email with all the links to every single one of the things that we talk about today. Okay? So this was MindMeister. Let's see. Now we move to the other one. I go back to my presentation. Okay, the other one is Orchestra, and this is a to-do list. It's a simple to-do list, but the good thing about it is like you can collaborate with other people. Let's say, for example, you are working with someone, and then there's a project that has a deadline. And then the deadline is approaching to the end, and you don't want to talk to the guy saying, hey, what's going on with the project? This is the way to go then, because Orchestra is a to-do list, and the good thing is that it's connected with everyone. And then you can add notes, you can add the progress in it, and you can set a deadline, you can set reminders. So let's say, for example, if you set a task to do, and you have to complete it tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and you can set up a reminder at 3 p.m. at 3 o'clock to see what's going on with the project. So at 3 o'clock, Orchestra is going to send an email to you and to the other person telling you, hey, what's going on with the project. That way, they need to answer to that, and they need to update the status of the project. And this is really a great tool, because sometimes you get so busy and so many things to do, and the list goes on and on and on. And then, as you don't have a deadline, um, things start to get buried at the end, very end of the list. And then one day you just decided to create a new list, and one of the items at the bottom will be forgotten. And so that's when it comes Orchestra handy for you, because it's going to allow you to keep track of every single task that you have to do. So nothing is going to be missing anymore. Okay? And the last one is Prezi. Prezi is the exact same thing as PowerPoint, but it's a little bit more interactive and is online and has direct connection with YouTube. So that's something I really, really like. I like stuff for free. That's me, guys. I just don't like to pay for stuff that other people are developing for free. This has, I'm going to say, probably like better capabilities that PowerPoint has. Has a different interface, is more interactive, and it's really, really easy to use. Okay, so I think that's it for this part of tech tools. Let me see if we can open maybe the chat for some questions. Let me just review the schedule one more time. What we have here is it's going to be starting social media. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you want to hold all your questions at the end of the session, or you want to have like 10 minutes for questions. You can use the chat. Let me see.
So the chat room is on the left-hand side at the bottom of your screen. This is where you can post your questions, and David will answer.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to move on, I guess. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close this one. And then I'm going
as David is changing his slides, I just want to say that I understand that you may not have questions now, but when you review the material later, or if when you think about what you learn, and explore the different tools, you might have questions then. So in that case, we're going to give you our email address at the end of the session, and you can send us email, and basically we're going to answer your questions. David?
Yes. So I'm uploading the presentation right now, but what we're going to talk about is exclusively social media. So let me ask you guys, what do you understand by social media? If someone can answer the question in the chat, please do. Okay, so video one, open. Oh, okay. So can you tell me what's the difference?
Is the question, David? Is the question?
Yeah. I'm asking.
Yeah, just read it loud so people will know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Lois is telling me that social media in Greece actually has a different use than in Canada. Okay, let's see. Okay, so social media. Social media, let's go to the terminology, and you're Greek guys, so probably you know better than me. But media is just an instrument. of communication, right? So it's like a newspaper, like radio, like television. That's the media. So social media will be just the instrument of communication for in a social state, right? So it's a social instrument of communication. So social media sites. The term of social media, it didn't exist before before the website 2.0. Websites 2.0 are the new generation of websites. So right in the 90s and in the 2000s, they were websites that provide you with information. So give you information if you want to go, would you want to know, for example, something about airlines. So you go and search on Google for airlines and you're going to find a website, for example, Wikipedia. And in Wikipedia, you're going to find all the information about airlines. And the thing with these kind of websites is like they were only one direction. So there was no any kind of interaction, right? It was like one-way street. It's like reading the newspaper or listening to the news or watching the news on TV. You have no interaction whatsoever. So those were the 1.0 websites, websites that provide you with information. The social media sites, on the other hand, is like a two-way street, right? When you have the possibility to interact with the information. They provide you information, but at the same time, you can respond or you can interact with that kind of information. And you can interact with other people and about that information or what is going on the website. So let me give you some examples of social media websites. The social media websites, for example, we have Reddit or Dig is these sites when you interact by voting for articles or commenting on them. So a recent one probably is going to be the Huffington Post. It's a website that is like a newspaper. It's a website dedicated to news. But the good thing about it is like every single person is going to be able to participate, even providing articles or commenting to the articles or creating their own channel within the site. The second one will be the social networking. And the social networking is like Facebook, High Five, Last.fm, Twitter, Pinterest. Is these kind of sites is when there's no actual information, but is the information that each person provides. And that's the difference between the social news and the social network. And then is the new ones that is the social photo or video sharing, like YouTube. As you see, when you go to YouTube, you can upload your own video and then you can comment and other people can comment on the videos. They can respond to the videos with other videos. As you notice, is just this kind of information, it's just this kind of interaction with the information. And that's what defines social media websites. A social media website is a website when people can interact with the website or with other people. Okay? As you see, which one do you think is the most important or the biggest social media website right now? Okay, let me ask the question again. Which one do you think is the biggest social media website? Um, Facebook. Okay, there you go. You got it right. It's Facebook. Um, And the first part of this social media session will be about Facebook. And the reason why it's going to be only about Facebook is because it's the biggest and is the one that is being around the longest and, well, is the most successful. So everything that we're going to apply to Facebook is going to be helpful, or it can be applied to other social media network sites. Okay? So Facebook. Yes, Facebook is a big word, is a big concept because it's really huge, has many things, and the most important thing is a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity for business, it's a big opportunity for people. Facebook changed the way people interact in internet forever. Like I probably can say before Facebook, after Facebook. So just some insights. Facebook has 845 million monthly active users, 2.7 billion likes and comments per day. So I don't even know how many billions. I cannot picture that on my mind. So it's many people around the world having an account on Facebook, interacting on a daily basis. The amount of time that people spend on Facebook is crazy. When I'm not at work, um, I'm going to say probably I spend an hour a day on Facebook. And my daughter, for example, she spends 2 hours a day on Facebook. Now that Facebook, we are going to be able to have it in our computers and we're going to have it in our phones. So every single one of us have access to it. And pretty much I can find anyone I want on Facebook. So that's a really good place to be because is pretty much everyone in there. So that's why it is when I'm saying that this is a big opportunity for business. So for Facebook, if you are going to be successful on Facebook, I'm going to give you the 6 C's. That's how I like to call them. The first one is construction, the second one is collection, the third one, connect and creation, the fourth is really important, conversation. That's really important, conversation. The fifth is collection, and the sixth one is conversion. Okay? So let's see, construction. Construction is I'm going to say, is the most important thing when it comes to social media and when it comes to Facebook. As you see, social media marketing, the construction phase is really important. Brands take this, they don't, if they don't take this seriously, they just do it like in 5 minutes, they're gonna have a really bad presence on Facebook because Facebook is changing every single day, and one of the changes is that it's becoming more visual. So they really have to pay attention to every single part of the construction of the Facebook page. Everything has a reason. So you can let something to the chance. Like every single part in Facebook has to be thought. Okay? So your page has to be easy to find, has to be impactful, has to be memorable. So you really have to pay attention to all those things. So right now I'm going to show you how you can create a web page, a business page on Facebook. So again, I'm going to switch. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I hope that you guys are familiar with Facebook. Okay. Um, when it comes to Facebook, everyone knows how to interact with it. But today you are going to see Facebook for a different perspective, and it's from the perspective of for a business perspective, and that's going to be different. That has to be different because now you're going to be the provider on Facebook. As the regular way we interact in Facebook is we are consumers. We come to the newsfeed and then we start scrolling down, 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 reading something, like something, see these pictures, go. That kind of is what consuming. Right now we're going to change this view and we're going to be the providers. Okay? So the way you create a page is here. You go to pages, and then in pages, you're going to have this button right here that says create page. You go ahead and create page. And now this is really important. You have different sections here. So you have to think exactly what kind of business are you doing. If it's a local business, if it's an organization or a company, or if it's a brand, or if it's an artist, a public figure, entertainment, or is a community. And this is something that you really need to think about it. And I'll tell you the reason. The reason is Facebook gives different treatments and gives different features to each individual section. For example, when it comes to local business, so a good example for a local business is, give me an example, please, of local business. Local business will be, yes, a kiosk. There you go. That's a local business. Supermarket, it can be a local business, it can be an organization, but I'm going to say this. It can be, for example, a cafe. A cafe has to be a local business. And the reason why it has to be a local business is because we're going to be able to introduce the street address. And when you introduce the street address in it, then automatically Facebook is going to give you a feature that is called check-in. And the feature check-in is really, really important when it comes to retail and services in a local business. Because that check-in, it can be used for marketing purposes. Give you an example. There's a bakery, and the bakery, they start making the bread around, I don't know, 4 a.m. in the morning. And then they take pictures of the bread right out of the oven, and they post it on Facebook. And then they say, okay, for the first person or the first 10 people who check in our Facebook page, we're going to give away one of these brownies or one of these croissants for free, just because you checked in. So people go to the bakery, and then they check in their phone, and then they're going to be able to get the croissant for free. And this is one of the things that are really, really important. So then when it comes to a company, well, a company is going to have a different category. It's going to be Facebook is going to give you the option to add apps and to give a different name in the organization. So this is really, really important. When it's a big organization and you don't need the check-in feature, that's when you put your company, okay? Then a brand or a product, and then the artist. The artist doesn't need a check-in, right? Because these are different kind of of products or businesses. And then this is the first thing that you need to think when you get a client. You're going to think, okay, what is this? And then at the same time, what I'm going to do with this, so you're going to start to create a plan. And the first thing that you need to know is that you have to have the goal on your mind. So what is going to be the goal for this business? Probably to get more people to go to the store, for an artist, or maybe to get more listeners, for a brand, for people to buy the actual product. That kind of things you have to start asking yourself, okay? Then let's see.
So if I can say something, David, and what is the best way for the people to identify which category they're going to choose? I do know that you, as you said, that they have to ask some questions, but at the same time, I also understand that it can be confusing. Okay, what category should I choose? I mean, is it a local business or it's like saying that my organization is a non-profit organization, and at the same time, it is a local business. It is we are located in a specific location, let's say in Athens. So, which criteria is more important, that it is a non-profit organization or that it is located in Athens? Which one should we prioritize?
Thank you for the question, Manus. Well, that depends on the goal. Let's say, for example, as I'm saying, if you need people to go to your place and interact with you in the business, right, in the physical address, then you're going to be able uh, to identify right away that is going to be a local business because people are going to be able to check in it. Let's say, for example, if it's an artist, then you already have it. So I'll give you an example here. As you see, local business, automatically it gives you categories. Airport, art, entertainment, attractions, automobile, bank, bar, stores, bookstores, a club. So as you see here, these are more like institutions, chemical, churches, computers, technology, education, and brands. Then you get apps, you get clothing, cars, all the goods and all the brands is going to be just products, right? So if the Facebook page is going to be about a product, well, then you select brand or product. Then an artist, public figure, see, let's say, for example, if you are working for a politician. So the politician is a public figure, so that person should be in this category of art is a public feature, right? Entertainment. Well, entertainment can be a show, right? A music video, a magazine, a movie. Cause and community. Well, this is like the six categories are pretty much defined, and then the only thing that you have to do is just to compare and ask yourself, okay, what exactly is this, and where is gonna fit in, okay? So let's say, for example, we're going to choose this one. I like the idea of the let's see, bookstore. What we're going to choose. Library. It's going to be a local business. So bakery, Peter Pan. So now we're going to help bakery Peter Pan. And then we're going to create the 55 street. and then the city. Okay, baker. So there you go. And what's the name of the company? What's the name of the bakery? So I can change it and I can actually do it. Okay, we're gonna do it like that then. So bakery is gonna be Arto Cage. Okay, and so here is the question. Here is one thing. One of the things really, really important is the name, right? Uh, Facebook is trying to compete with Google, right? So what Facebook is trying to do is trying to retain people on its website. So Facebook don't want people to go outside Facebook. So that's why now the search bar is more prominent, is bigger. Uh, it's going to try and is going to try to get people to find information within Facebook. And I'm going to throw a term, probably you're going to understand better that term tomorrow, and the term is a keyword. A keyword is something that is going to help the search engine to find the place. So let's say, for example, here we have a keyword. The first keyword will be bakery. So bakery is a good keyword. Why? Because when people are in Facebook, they're going to search for a bakery. So what better idea, if not, to have the name, the word bakery in the name, right? But then we're going to go a little bit further because, and then you have to think about how people search for things on internet, right? Um, I'm going to be more specific. I'm going to say probably I'm going to looking for a bakery on Policastro City. So I'm going to say.
By the way, David, hello to Policastro. So
Yeah.
that's a
Okay.
nice area in Greece, a very nice area in Greece.
Oh, great. So then what you do is name it bakery Artogays, comma, Policastro City. Okay, so now we have two keywords. First, Facebook is going to recognize that this bakery is in Policastro, right? So second is going to know, of course, there's going to be a bakery. And then third, they're going to know the name right here, okay? So we copy this. There you go, Policastro City. No zip code, and then you agree. And a phone number. So I'm going to fake a phone number right here. There you go. This is my phone number. Oh, okay. Thank you. Manos, give me a Greek number.
I, let's start with 210.
210.
Let's say 210 because it's the area code of Athens, and then just put other numbers like 555 or.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much.
There we go. Somebody gave us another, right, David?
Yeah, somewhat. Facebook is gonna call you.
Great.
And it's gonna ask you for bonds, or it's gonna ask you for a croissant or something. So get ready. 43024. 533. Come on. There you go. Now the second part will be the category. And this is something that I'm not going to recommend to do it. The reason why I explain later, but for now I'm going to say it's not convenient because Facebook is going to include it in a category and it's going to be general, and then it's going to add a link on your website, on your Facebook page, where people can click on it, and then it's going to go outside your Facebook page, and we don't want that. We want, as Facebook wants people to be in Facebook, we want people to be in our Facebook page. Okay, the description is really, really important because that's the first thing that people are going to see in it. Okay, and then if you have a website, well, it's going to be a good idea to have a website in it. Okay, if you don't have a website, then probably you can use another social media. Let's say, for example, if you are using Twitter, so you can put your Twitter account and link it to the Facebook page. I'm going to, let's see, skip this, save info, yes, yes, take it in. Or no, just press. Okay, then you have to upload the picture, and then you have to upload the Facebook web address. So, and this is the other part that is really important, right? This is going to be like the URL. This is how people are going to identify you. And this is the link that you're going to use on the store, on your business card, on your email signature. So this is something that you really have to be careful, right? Because when it's too long, people are not going to be able to put it, right? So in here, try to keep it simple. Then let's say, there you go. Okay, so let's recap. Really important things. First, pay attention to the name, okay? Second, be careful with the keywords, okay? Third, in the About section, please fill out the information. Tell people what the business is about, right? So this is like the biography for the back part of the book. Like this is the teaching part when you tell people what exactly is going on in this business, right? As you have short description, and this is then the long description, and then the general information, right? And then you can even add public transit, prices, all that kind of thing. So the most complete your profile is, the better it's going to look, okay? Let me see, let's go back to the page. Oh my God, we already have a follower. Dimitris, there you go. You get your free croissant. Just go ahead and pick it up. Okay. So then, in this one,
before you move forward about the question, I just want to say that there is opportunity to. I think Facebook has a future where you can give away coupons and give away offers, right?
Yes.
So this is something that people will know, need to know. What is the best way to give away a coupon, or what do we have to do? Is it something that we can cover now, or we can give them a link with information, in another session?
Yeah, I can give you the link, and the reason why I don't want to do it right now is, um, as I'm saying, it depends of the category of the nature of the business.
Right.
So it has different things for different business. So it
Right.
can there's coupons, there's promotions, there's all kind of things that we can use to promote the business.
I want to make sure that people are going to get your question. That's all. So go ahead, David.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, now we already have the name, we have the other, and really, really important, it's gonna be the cover. So let's just give you an example.
Use your computer because I don't.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me show you an. As remember, my expertise right now relay on lawyers, right? So let's see. So let's take a look at the moment in this one. So here we really put some keywords. She is from San Diego and she's from California and she practiced divorce. And we put her name in it. So if people are probably searching for divorce in California, boom, Facebook is going to index this website, this Facebook page, as it's going to put it in the first place in the results. Just because it has the keywords California and divorce in the name of the page. Okay? Then the name, you have it here, is the law office of Antonian, is the exact same thing as the name. So that's going to help her to be recognized in Facebook and to be recognized on Google. And Google is another story for tomorrow. Okay? So when it comes to the design of the Facebook page, the cover picture plays a fundamental role in the engagement of the people. So it has to be attractive. It has to say something, right? One of the things that you have to be careful about it is what kind of pictures or what kind of information or how much information you put on the cover page. Recently, Facebook changed the policies about the cover page. And this is good news, and this is something new. Like, for example, in this case, at the moment that we create this page, Facebook doesn't allow us to put any call to action button. Call to action button is like call now, visit now, get this for free. Any kind of promotion, we were not allowed to put it on the Facebook page, on the Facebook page cover. So that's why always you have to keep it simple. But now Facebook changed the policies, and now you are able to put arrows directing to a phone number saying call now or get 30% discount, that kind of things. Let's say, for example, if you have a bakery, then go back to bakery. I will probably put these amazing brownies or, I don't know, a croissant. I really like croissants. So I'm going to put like 5 really tasty, good-looking croissants in front of it. And then I'm going to put an arrow saying, get one of these for free. Click here or click below click below to know how. Then that kind of things we're going to attract business. That kind of things is going to catch people attention, right? and that's something that we really need to take in consideration when it comes to creating the cover page. Um, as I'm saying, if you have Photoshop, you can do it on Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, then remember in the tools that I give you a photo editor, right? And also at the end of this session, please, Manus, remind me that I'm going to give you the cheat sheet. It's a document when it has all the measures uh, of the cover page and also from the picture profile, because it cannot be just any picture. It has to match exactly the measure, the space in here, because otherwise it's not gonna look good. Okay? Let me give you just an example. Um, I think I have one here. That I can show you. Okay. So, for example, this lawyer. This lawyer doesn't even have a cover on his Facebook page. Has no information, has no activity in it. So when I find this lawyer and I find it on Facebook, I'm really not gonna go for it because it doesn't say anything. Okay, I know that his name is Stephen, but I don't know exactly what the person does. So that kind of things that we really need to be paying attention to it.
Yes,
Okay.
and I want to say something, David, about this. And in this case, this is a great lawyer. This is somebody who is successful, who has business, who has clients that they're happy with his work. Still, even though he's successful, he's not represented the best way on Facebook. So that means that when people go to his profile and see his page, they're going to think right away. The first impression is this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's not a good lawyer. And if they see another profile of another lawyer who has a better, more presentable Facebook page, they will probably choose him. And so I'm just going to say that what really matters in this case is the first impression. It's like you meet somebody in real life, and within the first 5 seconds, you know if you're going to like them or you're not going to like them, or if you know that you want to do business with them or think doing business with them or not. So it's exactly the same thing with Facebook and about first impressions. So it is important the page to look attractive. David?
Yes. Let's say, for example, this person, Joanne Fiore. I really like her because she really took the time to provide us with all the information, and she really took the time to tell us exactly what she wanted, what colors to use, that kind of thing. So when you're with a client, you really need to get all the information that you can get. You have to ask a lot of questions, just to make sure that you are going to present them with something that they're going to like, and that's something that really represents who they are and what they do. Okay? So as you see here, the first thing is a link to her website. That's something that you have to put right away, because sometimes people, they just come here to go to the website, right? And then in the about section, you really need to fill it in. Put the company overview, put the description, put the basic information in it, And the most important thing, of course, is going to be the contact info. Okay? The contact info is always the phone number, always the address, always the email, so people can get a hold of you right away. Okay? So in this case, she's moving offices, so that's why she doesn't provide with an actual physical address. But as soon as she settles with the office, she's going to be able to provide it with one, and then she has to just change it. So if you really take the time to design this, to follow the rules on Facebook, and to really ask questions, and to really, get the client and choose a design that really represents it, that's when people are going to start liking it. See, we opened this Facebook page no more than 3 months, probably. No, I'm going to say, sorry, probably 6 months. And she already has 437 likes. And these 437 likes are not for free, because she actually took the time to make her Facebook page represent who she is and what she does. So that's why it's really, really important. Okay? Let me just now go back to my presentation. Okay? So remember, your page has to be easy to find. Okay? The impact, as Manos was saying, is the first impression what it counts in this time, because that people has deficit of attention this time. So it's like they're really like, if the page doesn't impact you right away, it's not going to be memorable. Okay? So please pay special attention to the construction. Okay? How you build your product, how the product is going to represent your client. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Second will be collection. And the collection will be likes, right? So that's what we want. Now that we have the page up, the major challenge that we are going to confront is how to get likes, right? And getting the likes, it's really important, because one thing is that your page can look beautiful and the best page ever. But if nobody likes the page, nobody's going to like the page. Because as you see, this guy over there is sitting alone. If it's only he, like, standing by himself and nobody else is around, you are going to not trust the guy, because that's not a community. That's not something that represents social media, right? It's only media if it's alone, but it's social media when it comes many people together. And that's the key for social media. Not more the media, but the social part of it.
If I can say something, David, here, it's also in real life, it's like going to a nightclub. So if you go to a nightclub in Greece, as an example, in Glyfada or anything or anywhere else, if you don't see people, I'm just going to give you actually another example. I was a couple of years ago in Skathos, and there were some nightclubs that they were very busy, and everybody was going there. But next to them, it was a nightclub that nobody was there. It was empty. So it's exactly the same thing with Facebook. It is about approval, and it is about acceptance. Another example is with restaurants. Restaurants that are busy usually attract more clients. Restaurants that are not busy, they're empty. And this is why business owners from restaurants, as an example, they pay celebrities to go to the restaurants, and they give them stuff for free, so they will attract more people. So it is the same concept applies exactly on social media as well. David?
Yes, that's totally true. Um, so after you build the Facebook page, the second task will be to get the likes. And how to get the likes? Well, there's different ways to get in the likes, um, but the most important one, I'm going to say, use whatever you have right there. All your friends, all the people on your community, all the emails that you have. If you're working with a company, ask the company for a database so so you can create an email asking people to like the page. Tell the person to put Facebook logo in their website. Ask people to put the Facebook link in their signature in an email. Even they can have a banner in the actual store saying, like us on Facebook. We are in Facebook. We want to be your friends on Facebook. Like us and get something for free. Uh, like us. If you like us, we like you with a coffee. Just give away a coffee. You were asking, Manos, how can we promote that? And this is one of the ways that you can promote the business. Because after you building it, you have to put it out. You have to put it on the word. You have to tell everyone you know or everyone who is related to that company to like the page. All the employees in the company should like the page. All the family of the employees in the company should like the page. That's the only way to start getting the likes. Okay? So, as I'm saying, use your contacts. Use whatever you have on your hand to make those likes happen. So, and that's, okay, and that's the other thing. That's something I have to do right away. Right away. So the minute you finish your Facebook page and you put it live, right away you already have the email ready to send to all the people in your database to like the page. So the fastest you get those likes, other people are going to like it, because remember, Facebook is a community. It's a community when everyone is seeing what everybody else is doing. And I know for sure that if you use Facebook in a regular basis, you are going to see that. You're going to see that your friend like a page, or that your friend check in a page. And then if you like your friend or you trust your friend, you're going to like that page too. And that's the kind of interaction that we're looking for when I'm talking about collecting the likes. Okay?
And I want to say something else about this, David. I will say that you should not be afraid to ask from your friends or anybody else to share your page. If you do not ask, people are not going to take action. And in the worst case scenario, if you ask, people will just say no. Don't take it personal, just move to the next person. So it is important to engage your friends or your family, your business colleagues, anybody who can help you out there. Ask them to share your business page because really you want to produce expanded results. David?
Yes. And always remember to acknowledge the person who gives you the like. If the person has a page on Facebook, like it. If you like me, I like you. That's it. It's simple. It's simple courtesy. It's the exact same thing, right? If someone likes your page, write on a note saying, "Hey, thank you for liking my page. As a, I don't know, as a note, as appreciation, come to my bakery and give me your name, and I'll give you free coffee, one coffee or a croissant." Okay.
He really likes his croissant.
See, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Just to let you know, guys, right here is 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay, and I haven't had my croissant yet, so that's why I'm kind of obsessed for my croissant right now. Okay, let's move on. Third, content creation. This is crucial. This is something. So after getting the likes, okay, wait. Not after getting the likes. The moment you create your page, you have to start putting content, updating content, relevant content, content that is related to your website or to your business. There's a combination, I'm going to say, when it comes to content creation. You have to speak the language. It's like a Facebook page is not really that different from a profile page on Facebook, because it shows the personality of the page. It's going to show the personality of the business. It's going to have a voice. So you really need to understand who are the people you are talking to, because the same content, it cannot be relevant. Let's say, for example, if it's if it's an artist and he sings hip hop, and then the target or the people who's going to listen to it, they're going to use a different language, right? So you really need to pay attention to what is going to be your voice. You really need to understand what are the needs and desires of your community. In this case, when it comes to hip hop, they're going to like music. They're going to like cars. Well, I'm speculating. I really don't know what they like. But you get my point, right? If I'm talking about a bakery, well, I can give you a recipe on how the things are made in my bakery, right? Every day when I do a special creation, I take a picture and I post it on Facebook, saying, "Hey, this is the new kind of bread that I'm creating right now," or "These buns just came out of the oven, it's still hot. Come get one." That kind of things, right? But you really need to know, and you really need to think about what is going to be your voice. And your voice has to represent who you are, or what the organization is, or what this company is. So that's why when it comes to talking to the client, ask a lot of questions. It's like the first date, I don't know, ask everything about it. The more information you have, you are going to have a better understanding of what the business is, and at the end, you are going to be able to represent that business, and you are going to be able to give a nice voice, or a real voice, or a voice that really represents what the company is. Okay? One other thing will be to know your audience. As I'm saying, you need to know. You need to put yourself to the same level of the people who are going to buy that product, who are going to visit that bakery, or who are going to listen to that artist. You're going to speak their language. You're gonna show what they want to see. That's the only way they're going to pay attention to you. Because if you don't speak their language, they're just not going to listen. And then you probably are going to start attracting the wrong people. So be careful with it. Second, maintain a schedule. That's something important. You have to be consistent. You have to post every single day. I notice that I put loose schedule, and we're going to try to do it as natural as possible, right? Because it's not going to make sense that you every single day at 7 a.m. you post, and then the next day at 7 a.m. you post. No, the idea is to be consistent, but just lose the schedule. You post at 7, and then you post at 4, and then you post at 9 p.m. And the reason why, is because you have to be active. People have to see you in the timeline, because people are not going to be able to be in Facebook 24/7. And so when you start creating your schedule, just try different times. The better times, you're not going to know until you test it out. And social media is about testing all the time. You're going to be testing something new, something that you're reading, a nice article that gives you a different technique to post. You're going to give different times. And then at the end, you're going to keep on testing. So the idea is to test and then to watch the results. What posts get the most likes? Or what posts get the more interaction? At what time that post was posted? So if it's working a post in the afternoon, then you keep on posting in the afternoon. If you're posting about cats and cats get a lot of interaction, okay, keep on posting about cats. Okay. So the idea is to be able to create a conversation, right? And that came and that's something you need to have content, right? And then that's when all the tools that I give you in the morning came to action. If you follow a blog, if you're following a website, if you're following a newspaper, all those things are going to give you the necessary content to post on Facebook. As you notice it, if you want to use the Pocket, and then from Pocket you put you take it to the other one that I give you, the if this then that, then you create a formula that every time that your local newspaper say something about lifestyle, then automatically it's going to generate a post on your Facebook page. And that kind of automatization is what we're looking for. Because, as I'm saying, we're not going to be able to be online all the time, right? So one of the things you can do is select a day, 2 hours looking for content. Those in a week, you spend 2 hours looking for content. And then that content, I'm going to say probably you found 4 pictures and you found 7 articles and you find a nice quote and things like that. Then you go to your Facebook page. I have to switch again, so give me 1 second. Okay. So let's see. Good thing about it, when you create a post, is this feature right here. You see a clock? You click on the clock and you can program your posts to be posted in a specific year, in a specific month, and a specific day, and in a specific hour. See? So once you create a post, you upload a picture, you upload a video from YouTube, you upload a photo of your bakery, you upload a comment, then you schedule it, and that's something that's going to take you 2 hours to look and search for content, and another 30 minutes to program all your posts for the week. And so you don't have to worry about generating content every single day. And that's the kind of automatization that we really need. Because, okay, when you have one client, it's great. But then when you have 10, 20 clients, that's going to become an issue, right? So you have to get better use of your time. Time is precious. Time is money. You know that. So we have to do it that way. Everything that helps us out to make it faster, that's the way to go. Search. Pay attention to what others are doing. Replicate those things. Apply those things to you. Test it, test it, test it. And then that's the way you're going to get results. Okay? Let's go back to my presentation now.
Yeah, and I want to say something about testing. If you test something and it doesn't work the way you want, if it doesn't produce the results, don't get discouraged. I'm just going to say that it is important to test a lot of times and various things. As an example, even just changing one word within a sentence can make a difference. So in one time you can change a word, or the other time you can search, you can change and use a different picture. You really have to test a lot of things and just don't get disappointed if you don't get the results right away. In our business and our company, and from our experience with other people, people are testing all the time. So I just wanted to also put my input about this. David?
Okay, thank you. Well, right now, we're going to take a break. Okay, so let's say, guys, what do you want, 5 minutes break or 10 minutes break? 10? 5? Okay, I need just one more 10. Okay, 10 minutes will be. So right now, let me see, is 2:12, right? So let's meet at 2:22.
It's not the right time. We're 7 hours. There's 7
Oh,
hours.
sorry, it's 4. Yeah, yes, man. Sorry about that. It's 4:12. So let's meet at 4:22. Okay? Great. Hello guys, welcome back to social media focus on Facebook. Let's just recap what we have for the third point, which is that the third C is content creation. So content creation, one of the things is when we talk about experimentation, and at the same time you have to watch your numbers. When I'm referring about watching your numbers is see the statistics. So let me give you an example, okay? I'm going to come back here and share the screen. Okay. So when I'm talking about is this part right here, the insights. And the insights is going to give you information about how all your posts and how people are interacting with your posts. Okay, so let's see. Then things that you have to is going to look for numbers like this. The number of people reach, right? And then when was the date and the time. So now I know that at 5 p.m. when I post this, it gives you good results. Then you see 6:52 p.m. Then I see this one, 11:16, 6:26, 8:59, 7:28. So my conclusion in this case will be I have to post between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And that's the time that I have when people can answer or get more feedback or I can reach more people. Okay? The second will be engage users. So that's going to be the kind of content. The kind of content. So I see this one has a really good engage. So I'm seeing what is this post about. And when I see this is because we test different things to see what works. So now I'm seeing that these kind of posts, I'm really getting people engaged. And this one, for example, is a simple letter from one of our readers asking for support. As you see, this one, for example, is the same. So right now, and guys, as I'm saying, this one always change. Always is going to be different. So you constantly have to be testing, seeing what works the best. Pay attention of others, what others are doing. So just look on Facebook for people who are related to the business that you are promoting. So if it's a bakery, find the best bakeries in the world and start following those bakeries and pay close attention of what kind of post, what kind of interaction they have. Okay? Because that's going to give you the clues to create your own posts. Okay? So as you see, these ones are really getting. And this one always, oh, I'm listening. Oh, okay, sorry about that. So that's when it comes to engaging. So that's what I'm saying. pay attention to your numbers. Always pay attention to your numbers. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay. Okay, so content creation. Second part after the content creation is this, is the content rule of the third. So everything has to be half, half, and half. Well, not half, third, third, and third. Okay? Because let's say Facebook is like a party. When you go to a party and you start meeting people, what's the first thing you do? You do? You introduce yourself and then you start having a conversation. But the conversation is that you talk and then the other person listens. And then you stop, the other person talks, and you listen. And that's a conversation. Conversation is always both ways, right? And this is really important in here because the party of Facebook always is going to be like that, okay? So when it comes to the content, so the first one, it has to be you, right? What is yourself, your specialties, what is the things that make you different, what are the things that makes you special? It's everything about you, about your services, about how good your croissant is in the morning, and what different kind of croissants you have, all about you, okay? The other third is you and them, okay? And this is the kind of interaction that is more effective on Facebook. Is you talking to them, you asking questions, you asking them, how do you like that croissant? It was good enough? How do you think we can improve the croissant? Oh, you want cheese in it? Oh, you want chocolate in it? Okay, that kind of things. So that kind of interaction is going to engage people because nobody likes someone in a party who's constantly talking and talking and talking. Saying, nah, yes, I'm amazing, I do this and I do that and da da da. No. People get bored of other people talking about themselves all the time. It's good about talking about yourself for a while, but then you always, if you really want to have a real conversation, a meaningful conversation, you have to pay attention to them as well. Like, as I'm saying, this is still about you, but you incorporate them. So you try to find this empathy on the things that people interact with you. So in the case of a bakery, just talk about your products or talk about how people like your products or what other products they may want to see. Maybe they're just tired of talking about croissants. They just want to have a brownie. So then you ask them what they want, how you can improve. Show that fact that nobody is perfect and no company is perfect. So always there's room for improvement. And in these times of social media, what better way to improve if it's not with the feedback of real people interacting with you? And that's a powerful weapon. And that's something you have to show your client how important it is. How important it is for them to keep a good image and to interact with people, to answer people any questions that they may have. Mm-hmm. The idea is just to ask them so they can speak, right? What do you think about this? Oh, I find this nice article. What do you think? If you like it, please share, or like it if you agree, or open a question, or make a poll. What is the best time to get a coffee? In the morning, in the afternoon? Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm just going to move it.
Okay, so this is the second, and the third one will be everything about them. Okay? So things like social causes, customer discovers, promote your fans, right? That's something really crucial. If they say something about you or you have an excellent customer, prize them. Make them feel special. Make them feel that you really care about them. Let's say, for example, I'm going to give a free brownie to the first person to come to the store today. Then you take that opportunity to interact and get something out of this interaction. Let's say, for example, the person goes to the bakery, you give them the brownie, and then you ask them, hey, can I take a picture of you? Because, well, you're really nice. You're one of my best customers. I want to show them that. So you take the picture of the client eating the brownie, and then you name the person, you tag the person in your comment, and you tag the person in the photo, and then you say, hey, if this is Steve, he's getting a brownie, he's this and this and that. That way, they're going to feel special, and they're going to keep engaging other people to interact with your page. As I'm saying, this is your voice, and in this party, this is the way you interact with them. Everything has to be natural, has to be a real conversation. The more real, the better, because at this point, with all this technology and all the experience that people have on Facebook, you can tell when a company is fake or when a company is real. Okay?
Yeah, and I want to say something about this. It's really about selling yourself and selling who you really are. A lot of times, us as humans, we pretend to be something else that we are not, and we show a different image because we want to look good and to get acceptance. But at the same time, people can realize if we, as David said, we fake it and we are not real. So I will say, based on my experience, don't expect everyone to like you. I think it's more important to sell who you really are than trying to have people to like you. And if you are authentic, then people will really associate with you and your business. David?
Thank you, Manas. Moving to the fourth, it's conversation. Conversation is the lifeblood of the community. You have to keep the conversation open. You have to keep the conversation alive. It cannot be unidirectional. It has to be multidirectional. It has to be social. You have to interact with them. If someone posts something nice in their Facebook page, like it, comment, make them feel that you are following them too, that you are present in the conversation, that you are present in the that you're present in the party. That is not everything about you. That you care about them too. Because that conversation is what's going to engage other people. Get it? Mm-hmm. So you have to get your fans talking. Mm-hmm. That's when you're really going to engage fans. Because there's two different kind of fans. The casual fan, the fan that is, like just like the page once, and then they probably forget about it, and then that person became a number in the likes, but it's not a real fan. The real fan get engaged by generating the conversation, by being present in the conversation. So the more engagement you provide, the more visibility your page is going to have. Because when you interact with someone, remember this. And I have to talk. I have to drop another social media term, and the term is called H rank. H rank, I'm gonna say, is the way Facebook determines what is gonna be shown on the newsfeed. So let's say, for example, you logged in your Facebook. And then in your Facebook, the first thing when you logged in, Facebook is going to show you the newsfeed. The newsfeed is all the information and all the posts and all the comments and all the pictures that all your friends or all the pages that you like are posting on Facebook. However, as the more friends you have, the less content is going to be visible. So when you have a really nice post and you really engage people in it, that is going to be present in the timeline of their friends, So their friends are going to be able to see that. They're going to be able to see those posts only because they like the post. So people the people that don't have idea about your business, they're going to be able to see your business for the first time. And it's just because a friend of them liked the page or comment on your page, and then you comment back and you generate a conversation, and then maybe because the conversation, they're going to like your page, or they're going to comment on your page, and they're going to comment on the comment that you're doing, that you are creating. So again, conversation takes time and attention, so you have to be present. Okay, you really have to be present. But again, think on Facebook as a party. You don't want to just, I don't know, give your opinion in every single conversation that is happening in the party, right? Because then you're going to become a cherry box, and then just going to talk here, and then going to talk here, and then going to talk there, and that's really is not going to work. Just do it in the same way. Like everything has to come natural, right? So you have to be present, but excess is always bad, okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay, the fifth is collection. So, oh, there's a typo here. Sorry about that. So customers. Customers are the most essential part of it, right? As conversation is what keeps the community alive, collecting new fans is what gives life to your page. If you're constantly getting new likes, that's when your page comes alive. Okay? And then the best way to engage fans and to get fans becoming customers is when you talk to them and when you interact with them. And when you interact with them, they're going to be engaged. And that's the beauty of it. Then you're always going to be present in their timeline. And probably they're not going to buy your product right away. But when they think about croissants, for sure they're going to think about your bakery. And that's the beauty of it. So how you collect? We go back. Make your Facebook page visible. Okay? Remember, put your Facebook page everywhere, in your signature, in your email, in your website, in your business. Just right beside, in an envelope, in every single opportunity that you may have to let people know that you are on Facebook. That's an opportunity, because that's an opportunity to engage a new client, to engage a new customer. Okay? Create contests, create promotions to get more likes. Like, for example, let's go back to the case of the bakery. The case of the bakery actually is really easy. The way you do it is people get into the store, and then you can give them, okay, if you like us on Facebook or you check in on Facebook, you can have a coffee for free. That kind of things. A like doesn't harm, and they want a coffee for free. There you go. That's the way to do it. create a contest. Hmm? Right? This is when creativity comes to play a fundamental part in it. Right? It's when you generate contests, when you generate promotions, and when you use the other C's. Okay? So remember, this is being recorded, so you're going to be able to go back to this presentation anytime you want. You can review it, and then this one also we're going to have the resources page on our website, so you can always go there to get new content. And also you have to be able to log in our website, and you can upload your own content, because this is about creating a community and create a really good database of information that is going to be helpful for everyone, right? Because as I said, internet is growing so fast, everything is so fast that we're not present all the time, right? So as we're not present, well, if you find something that is going to be beneficial for everyone, post it. Post it on the website. So that way everyone is going to be able to get access to it. Mm. So remember, if you own your voice and you speak the language of the people that you want to reach, that's when you're going to have fans becoming clients. Because if you don't talk the language, you're just going to end up with just strangers liking your page. Okay? The sixth is the fundamental part, and is conversion. And conversion at results. So this is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal of social media is conversion. Everything you do in social media, all your efforts, all the design, all the promotions, pretty much everything has only this goal, to get conversions. And if you are not getting clients or customers for your client, then is when you have to reconsider how you're spending your time and where is your attention going. And that's the time that you have to reevaluate what you're doing and try something different. As I'm saying, social media is constantly changing, so you have to be on all the time.
David, if I can say something, maybe you can tell them how exactly you define conversion. What is conversion?
Conversion is how many people buy a croissant in your bakery because of Facebook.
Okay.
That's conversion. So let's say, for example, I get 20 check-ins, meaning that 20 people check in because of Facebook. And conversion means clients. That's it. Conversion means clients. Okay? And it's depending. Like, it depends of the industry that you have, right? Because like, it can be products, like if it's an artist, what you need is listeners, right? People engage in your music. Hmm? If it's, I don't know, an email, a newsletter, then you need subscribers, right? Let's say, for example, if you are creating a seminar, so conversion, what is conversion? Conversion is going to be attendees. So people going to the seminar, people going to the training. Hmm? I don't know, if you have a book and you're promoting a book, what is conversion in that case? Readers, people buying the book, right? That's conversion.
Yeah, these are great examples. Thank you, David.
So, as I'm saying, conversions can be different things for every business owner. And that's why it's crucial to ask questions to your client. Know it. Know what exactly is the business about. what kind of people are the people that are going to buy the product, or is the people that are going to listen to that artist. And the more information that you have, the better you know the client, the better you know your customer, the better you know the product or the company, the better results you're going to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. Because remember, conversion is the ultimate goal. Okay? Last part is commitment. This is something about commitment. You have to be committed to this. This is something that is not going to happen from one day to the other. This is something that requires time, that requires practice. The more you do it, the better you're going to be. The more you do it, the more results you're going to get. The higher the commitment is, the higher the leads, and the higher the people that you're going to get for your client. Right? So social media is just make it a habit. If you make it a habit, if you go every single day in the morning and you check your Feedly and you see what's going on in social media, and then you go to your work and you try it and you test it, and then you review the results and review the numbers and see what's working, what is not working. That's something that you have to do every day, every month. It's something that requires time and requires your full attention. So when you make it a habit, I assure you guys that you're going to get results, that you're going to get the results that you want. Because as I'm saying, this is something about practice. You're going to get better and better and better, but only if you are committed to it. Right here, I'm presenting you with all the tools that you need. And I know that those are the tools that you need because those are the tools that I use. And those tools are giving me results. And that's what I'm sharing with you. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy because it's not easy. But what I can say is that it's going to be totally worth it. That when you see those results and you see how people are getting engaged just because the work that you're doing, that's the part that is more satisfying. For me, for example, when I get those results, man, I feel in heaven. So if you want to do this, think about it because it requires commitment. Okay? So this is the finish of the first part. Thank you guys. And let's see how we are in time. So we're supposed to finish at 9. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the second part really briefly because we're as usual running out of time. So it's 10 to 5 right now. So I'm going to open the chat for questions that you have while I'm uploading the other presentation, okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to use the chat to ask, okay? Okay, I'm uploading it, the second part. Okay, seems like everything was clear because there's no questions in it. So we're gonna move to the second part. Unfortunately, I have to go to the university. Oh, okay, Victor. Thank you so much. Anyway, as I'm saying, this is gonna be recorded, so you can go back to this and finish watching the presentation. Okay. Victor says thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, Victor, and we really look forward for you to benefit from this education. And if you have any questions please send us an email. We are going to send you actually an email after this presentation with further information. So have a great day. Talk to you soon. Actually tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, so bye, Victor. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's move on. Social media 2. Social media 2 is all the other social media sites. Facebook, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+. Okay? All the techniques that we're showing you today, you can apply them to every single social site. We select Facebook because it's the biggest, but if you use this technique in every single one of them, you're going to be covered. Just the only thing is you got to understand the nature of the site, of that particular social media site, because every single one of them, even though you can use the same technique, the same strategies for it, it's going to be different in what kind of voice or what kind of conversation you're going to have, okay? And even what kind of people are going to go to that. So let's say, for example, in the party, you're going to use the same techniques, you just have to use a different language, okay? So let's say, for example, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is social network, is pretty much same, very similar to Facebook. The only difference is that it's only professionals. Only professionals in LinkedIn. So here you're going to find a different crowd. In Facebook, you're going to find from children to very, very, very old people, grandma in it. In LinkedIn, you are going to find professionals. So you're not going to find teenagers, you're not going to find children, so it's different. So this is a different channel. So let's say, for example, if we're promoting the bakery, I don't know if it's going to be a good idea to promote it in LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is only professionals, right? So I hope you're getting the idea, because in LinkedIn, the language, for example, is going to change. As it's only professionals, we have to elevate the conversation to a professional mode, right? Because Facebook is more informal. Yes, it's friends, looking for friends to comment on their posts, on their pictures, family pictures, reunion, parties, birthdays, things like that. But those kind of things, you're not going to see it in LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, you're going to see a different kind of conversation. So you have to know your media, because each media has a different language. Okay, just keep that in mind. Give you another example, Tumblr. Tumblr is a microblogging platform and a social network website. I'm going to say similar to Facebook, but is a rapid phase. And since everyone is getting into Facebook, for example, and this is something, when people, as many people are getting into Facebook, more older people are getting into Facebook, because remember that the Facebook started as a university network. Then after university, well, people from 20 to 30 years old came in. Then all the children and all the teenagers start accessing Facebook and getting an account on Facebook. So then the second round of people came from teenagers, a lot of teenagers in it. Then the third round was more grown-ups. So then parents start to get into Facebook. So guess what? Teenagers starting to, they didn't like that much Facebook anymore, just because the fact that they now have their parents using Facebook. And again, this is a party. and you as a teenager, you're not gonna be in the same party with your parents. It's awkward for them, right? So guess what? They try to move and find another party, a party where they're gonna find people in the same age and with the same interests. So that's why Tumblr is dedicated, well, not dedicated, but the majority of users in Tumblr are teenagers because now they can express themselves again in a different media, in a different party. So keep in mind that. Tumblr, a younger audience. Okay? So let's say, for example, if you're promoting an artist, pop artist, that's going to be a good idea to have a Tumblr account and to start to promoting the artist in Tumblr as well, right? But let's say, for example, if you have a company, in our case, we have a company about divorce. Teenagers, well, they don't get married, they don't get divorced. You get the idea, so it's not going to work very much for us. We have to have a present, but we're not going to dedicate our time to Tumblr just because we know that the audience is not going to be the audience that we're looking for. Okay? Pinterest. Pinterest is something different. Pinterest is something, is a network, it's a new networking site that allows people to share pictures and talk about pictures. It's only pictures. It's really visual. So people can collect images and videos and put it like in a sort of a pinboard when they can collect all the pictures that they like. In our case, for example, the bakery. Well, Pinterest is going to be a good idea to have a Pinterest site, a Pinterest account. So that way we can show all our goods, all the bread, all our cakes, and all the creations that we have, right? And then even, remember, you always can automatize the process. So you go to if this, then, and then over there you create a recipe. For example, the recipe can be every time that I post a picture on Facebook, take that picture and post it on Pinterest. So you don't even have to be paying attention to Pinterest. You're going to be just paying attention to Facebook, and automatically that software is going to help you out to grow your audience in another site that is Pinterest without you doing anything. So that's the kind of optimizations that we're looking for, right?
So if I can say something, David, so now you're talking about the tool that we described earlier, right? That you said
yes.
It's done, right? So this is about using, I'm just going to say this is about taking advantage of the tools that we discussed earlier and use them in Pinterest and other social media, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Twitter. Twitter is another social media network and is a microblogging site, meaning that everyone is talking in only 140 characters. So it's a rapid-paced conversation, and in Twitter, one of the things is you really, really have to be present. Okay? So if you are going to be in Twitter, one of the things with Twitter is that you really have to be present. You have to be constantly tweeting, retweeting. Probably these terms, if you're not using Twitter, are going to be new to you. But this is a site, a networking that is fast-paced, meaning that every second there's going to be a new tweet. This is unlimited tweeting, so there's people that tweet every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes, and they engage that kind of conversations. So again, you at the end have to think what channel is going to be more convenient for your client when it comes to expressing the identity of the client, the identity of the company, and how that identity is going to be better presented to the public. For some people, Twitter works. For other people, Facebook works. So again, it depends of the knowledge that you have about the company or about your client. The better you know it, the better results you're going to get, because then you're going to know which channel you're going to use. And that comes from the other side as well. The better you know the mediums, the better assessments you can take to say, okay, I think this client needs this kind of conversation. So this client is going to use this channel. Okay? So know your client and know your channels. Okay? Google Plus. Google Plus is becoming, okay, right now in January 2013, Google became the second network, social network in the world. So it's the second largest social network site in the world. It surpassed Twitter in January. So it's, 500 million people registered in it. So it's a lot of people and it's growing. As I'm saying, one of the tools that I give you guys in the beginning was Google. And the reason why I started with Google is because Google is one of the most important tools to have. You gotta be on Google. You gotta have an account on Google. You gotta have a Gmail account. You gotta start using G Drive, Google Drive. You gotta be on Google Plus. And the reason why is because eventually, as you see, Google is growing so fast that many people are prognosticated that Google Plus is going to take over Facebook eventually. So it's better if you know the tools, because again, the better you know your tools, the better you know your channels, the better results you are going to provide. And as I'm saying, this requires time, so it's commitment. So commit yourself to know your channels. Okay? And I think that's it, guys, for social media. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed this session. It was really amazing. Again, my name is David Bareno, and thank you so much for being here. Now we are going to move in our schedule, and we are going to have the open questions. Okay?
David, can I say something before we continue to the next session? When it comes to the social media, I know that we just did a briefing now. We talked mainly about Facebook, and then we presented very briefly the rest of the social media, like Google Plus and so on. And I'm just going to say that it is important to visit those sites by yourself, and don't be afraid to try different things. As an example, go to Tumblr, create an account, interact with other people. I'm just going to say that internet marketing is an area, is an industry that most of us, we learn things on our own. And the way to do it is by researching and exploring and trying different things, what can work, what it doesn't work. So I'm saying this because my point of view is that it's extremely important to have the set of mind where you will explore, and you're going to be curious about things, and you're going to try to find out by yourself how things work. When I started, when I got involved with the internet back in 1999, I'm just going to say most people didn't even know what the internet was. There was not a school where people can actually go and learn about internet and how we can use it and how to create websites and so on. So I learned everything by myself. So I'm telling you this because I want you to have exactly the same, let's call it, attitude or be curious about things and just try to learn as much as you can by exploring and researching. So now we can proceed with the open questions. David?
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Dimitris, Morama, Masinski, Christina, if you have any questions, this is the time to ask, okay? No, everything is clear. Okay, that's good. That's really good. So, if there's no more questions, I'm going to ask you for tomorrow, if it's possible, I would like um, you to create a Facebook page. Okay? Just create, think about the name, try to, oh wait, okay. So let me just talk to you. Loisus is telling me that maybe he has some questions. So while he think about it, let me tell you. Your assignment will be to create a Facebook page, okay? And I want you to create a Facebook page for someone real. Don't faking it as I faked my bakery. No, do something real. You must have a friend with a business, or you may have your favorite business place. So go ahead and create a Facebook page for them with all the knowledge that you get today. Okay, so that way we can try it in real life, and then tomorrow I can give you some feedback and we can see some examples. Okay, as you see, it's not going to take long. You can create it in, I don't know, half an hour probably. And just the fact that that you're doing it, it's going to help you out to understand better what's the process. And let's see, for example, right here, when I ask you, do you have any questions? I know for sure that you may have you may have questions, but the real questions will come when you are doing the Facebook page, when you actually creating it, because then you're going to start questioning, oh, maybe if I use this or I use that, should I use this, should I do that? That kind of things, uh, that kind of questions and that kind of knowledge are going to come to you just because you start doing it. Mm. I'll just give you an example, guys. What I learned today is is amazing because I'm just reinforcing things that I wasn't sure that I knew. But now that I'm teaching it and that I'm doing it, that's when all the knowledge is reaffirming in my mind. Hmm? Yes. No. I'm saying the real question. Okay, Loisus is asking me if the real questions will born when we create a group in Facebook. I'm saying no. The real questions will come when you create your first Facebook page. Yes. Okay. Let's leave it like that. Already 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna pass the mic to Manos, and then he's gonna give the conclusion, and he's gonna show you what's gonna come tomorrow. Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here, for being present, and again, it was a pleasure to do this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, David. I think that I have to get my computer back, so I'm just gonna come close to you. David was using all this time his computer and my computer and going back and forth. And I would like to thank everybody for participating in this presentation. As David was discussing earlier, You're probably going to have questions when you start creating your Facebook page and when you're reviewing the material. And again, you can send us emails and we're going to reply any questions you have. I would like to talk about the second day of the seminar and what is going to happen tomorrow. Give me 1 second, please. David, I think that we can see the presentation on the screen.
Oh, give me 1 second. Is this one? Yes.
1 second. Okay, now we're okay. So tomorrow Saturday the presentation is going to start at 2 o'clock. We're going to discuss about we're going to recap review everything we discussed today, and I would really encourage you to create a Facebook page because we will really like to give you our feedback. And then the next step is that we are gonna, David is gonna talk about email marketing. He's gonna present a very good software to use for your campaigns. And then we're gonna talk about on-site optimization, how you can prepare your websites. Your client websites for the search engines to make sure that they're going to be found at the top of the first page. I just want to make a comment about this. When we optimize pages for the search engines, we cannot guarantee results because the only I'm just going to say the only identity that can know how everything works and what the algorithms are is Google, and of course they don't tell us. But at the same time, we are going to use the knowledge and the tools that we know to produce the best possible results for our clients. Lenya is going to join us tomorrow. She is from Greece, and she prepared a presentation for search engine optimization. So we're very excited about this. I do not have any other comments for the moment. I really want to thank David for his time, and he has been working for this project for the last, I'm just going to say approximately 2 months. To make sure that everything is going to go smoothly. And I have to say that I wouldn't be able to do this seminar without his support and his efforts. So thank you so much, David. Thank you so much to the participants, and we're going to see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So have a good night to Greece. In Toronto it's still morning, so we now have to go back to our work. Have a good day and a good night. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, I'm from Colombia, by the way. So see you tomorrow in the afternoon at 2 p.m., okay? So goodbye, Malama. Goodbye, Dimitris. Goodbye, Loisos. Goodbye, Vasiliki. And goodbye, Christina. Sorry about my pronunciation, but as I'm saying, I'm from Colombia, so that's why. Goodbye.